All Progressive Congress has disowned Emeka Beke's claim to be the party's chairman in Rivers State, calling him an impostor and urging the public to disregard his assertions. Beke, who leads a faction loyal to ex-Transport Minister Pro-Amaechi, had petitioned the APC National Secretariat demanding recognition and a halt to the upcoming local government primary elections. In response, the APC national leadership reaffirmed that Chief Tony Okocha, an ally of the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, remains the legitimate chairman of the party in Rivers State. The party's national spokesperson, Felix Moka, emphasized that any reference to Beke as state chairman is false and misleading. The development underscores the continued internal rivalry within the Rivers APC, split between supporters of Amaechi and Wike. With council primaries approaching, the party's leadership is trying to project unity by reinforcing Okocha's authority and discrediting opposing claims. I will start with you on this one, Chizzy. You are an APC SEC member. Now, first of all, direct question before we go into whether courts gave judgment to Emeka Beke or not. Was Emeka Beke at any point in time suspended by the APC State Executive Council in Rivers State? What was the outcome of that suspension? And then I want to understand how, at the end of the day, with the SEC, with the suspension by SEC and the dissolving of the State Council by National Working Committee, how come Emeka Beke won court judgment? What was the lacuna that was used? Okay, let me say this. Let me start by saying that I contested the same election with Emeka Beke.
Okay.
So I am not speaking as a different person. And when I contested the election, Emeka Beke, I didn't want to go into the integrities of whether he won me or not. And Emeka Beke knew what happened. They all came, the stakeholders came to me to say, Chizzy, please accept it. And I accepted that we were working together. Right? So it's not like what I don't know. And that in APC, any section, what I mean by section is, or arm of the party, including the State Working Committee, State Executive Committee, or Local Government Executive Committee, as the case of local government or national executive, any of such arms can suspend, remove an officer of the place. And this was what happened, where we have 17 State Working Committee, and out of 17 State Working Committee, 15 removed the maker. So I mean, where did Emeka find this whole thing? I mean, out of the 17, 15, it was only Emeka and the, what's it called? And the PRO. The PRO is not even a member, of the State Working Committee. I mean, I'm talking about the spokesperson now. He was the assistant to
State Working Committee or State Executive Council, which of them?
State Executive Council is a larger. In State Executive Council, you have former member of the State Working Committee.
State Working Committee are the elected ESCOs.
The elected ESCOs. There are also some elected ESCOs who are not State Working Committee.
Okay.
For instance, if you have the assistant, they are not, or coming from the territorial districts. We have 17 State Working Committee. In the State Working Committee, don't forget that Chris Finebone was the State Publicity Secretary. This guy is an assistant secretary from the territorial district. Just understand that. So it was that these persons were removed, including Chris Finebone, who now defected to the PDP. Because they thought that the executive thought that, look, you can't get it. In fact, at the time, Emeka accused me of funding that removal, but he later knew that I wasn't even involved. I wasn't even in Rivers State. But those people removed him, wrote the state, wrote the national, went to court. These same people went to court and won. No wonder they brought the deputy as the acting chairman. Until, because they were, people now started defecting from here, there. The national executive had to dissolve it. So when these people came, was when Sim Fobra had issues with the strange godfather and all of that. And then they went and got judgment from wherever. I don't disparage court judgment.
So now, if I understand what you're saying, Emeka Beke was removed by the State Working Committee.
Yes.
The decision was ratified by the National.
National.
And the same State Working Committee went to court against Emeka Beke and won Emeka Beke in court.
Court, yes.
So now, the judgment Emeka Beke is hinging his authority upon is more like a judgment over the same matter coming from his sister court.
A sister court. Now again, just over a sister court. Now again, what you need to look at. Tell me one member of the state working committee that is with Emeka Beke. One. Mention one. Not one out of 17. Not one person. What you have is Emeka Beke and Darlington Wuju, who is an assistant public relations officer, of course, that Emeka Beke took. Even this would have not ratified him. Even for him to speak as spokesperson of the APC, the state working committee needs to sit down and accept him as the substantial person now to speak. It's not been done. If there's any replacement of even the publicity secretary, it will come from the Secretariat District through which the publicity secretary came from. That is Chris Feinpool. And this man is from the east.
So it can't be Darlington.
It can't even be Darlington, would you?
It cannot be him. It has to be someone from Chris Feinpool's name.
Darlington can act only for 3 months, within which this people will ratify another person coming in from that Secretariat District by the constitution of the APC. So you see that there's nobody around them who now is a member of this way. Apart from do you know why let me not give wrong information. The estranged woman leader, because those are the 2 persons that are suspended. And so the estranged woman leader and Darlington Wuju and the Emeka Beke is the state working committee were shouting like here. You can't co-opt people like that. The question is, what were you doing until these people came? Why were they? So you now went and got a 6-star judgment to counter what these people are doing, and then you go. Don't you also know that there is a court of appeal that has quashed that judgment? That recognizes Tony Okocha as the chairman. So which judgment are we even talking about? And again, I'm not talking about anti-party. I'm talking about something that is obvious. Emeka Beke was the people who went to welcome Amaechi now as ADC. They are all ADC in our airport. They were there. Emeka Beke was the person canvassing, taking Amaechi from one place to another. Is he also going to come to? Is he coming to spoil APC? He should go now. Why are they afraid to go? I should have been thinking that Emeka Beke. Do you know why Emeka Beke is suddenly come back to begin to jump again to talk about the APC? Because he thought he would have been the chairman of the ADC, but he didn't get it. So right now they are trying to see how they can. That will not work in APC now. We're even going ahead. It's even the media that is giving the publicity. We don't even know that they exist.
All right.
Look at them begging RISEC to recognize them, begging National to recognize them. That's the National you said you won. You're not begging National to recognize you. National said we have court judgment. You're not begging them to recognize you. I thought they have a political party that's registered in Rivers State that's called APC.
All right, very well. Nze, what do you make of this position by APC National over Emeka Beke's claim as this chairman?
You know, as the anchor of this program, you have the knife, you have the yam. So as you cut, we take. But however, sometimes I know when you play this game with Chizzy as against Nze, it's always like that. We enjoy it. We enjoy it. But
Chizzy just had to say.
I
so
know.
Now you
but
have
even when I was holding the table, you snatch my table. That is Tinubu kind of government anyway. You snatched my table and gave to Chizzy and finished with Chizzy and put a full stop and switched over to another topic. However, let's look at this.
Go ahead.
Loresha, you know you are my person. We are good.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, coming to what is happening in APC in Rivers State, we've over time fought back and forth on this matter. But I like the clarity coming from Chizzy. I'm not a member of APC. Whatever we know about APC is what the media gives to us. Though I might have my personal relationship with some of the people there, but however, it does not give me the right to delve into their private affairs. And from what Chizzy has said, and what we read in the news now, that the National had shun them. I think we will now return back to ask ourselves, if the national to whom Nwuju, the spokesman of APC under Emeka Beke, says they were asking to recognize them, have now come to say, no, we don't recognize you, we have this person, we have this person. I think that matter should be laid to rest. So whatever they are now speaking as in the name of APC should be watered down. In fact, we should drop it. Because already the national has said we have an executive committee of APC under Chief Tony Okocha in Rivers State. So let that be it. That is their internal affairs. We will have to agree with them. Then coming to their statements and stands concerning the Rivers State local government election, I don't think if it is holding water at all. Okay. Because they can't change anything. INEC is not, RISEC is not giving them recognition. National is not giving them. So can you sit on the fence and achieve anything?
At that point, you know, when you were making reference to Tony Okocha in the earlier conversation, you called him the APC factional chairman.
Factional chairman,
so
yes.
Do you still stand by that statement?
No. There is this thing we need. There is this thing we as humans need to know. When you get proper information, you reset your mind. So as it stands now, and you had Chizzy saying that the matter was appealed, and the appeal court set aside that judgment of State High Court that brought in Emeka Beke. Yeah. So if that had happened, and the national, if appeal court had set aside that judgment, and national had recognized, so we see Tony Okocha as the APC chairman.
You're right.
In Rivers State, and no longer the factional chairman. And now that he has come in to give a nod to the local government, I heard him the other day saying that they will follow, that this one is according to the law. And looking at the narration that Chizzy gave us, considering the waivers that happened in selecting the local government chairman, I think that's okay. That's why we should not fight over everything because we are not in it. No.
All right.
So if they say that they are the right people going for the election, then let them go to the election. But I'm saying that whatever happens, let the stakeholders who are feeling either disadvantaged go to court and let court decide at the end of the day.
All right.